dead. These berries look like they might be ready to harvest. Let's get them. Wood's running low. Let's chop some wood. Chop these. We got a gift. A gift from northern... the people that we're visiting, I think. Oh, they just gave us some silver. That's pretty cool. Thank you, sirs. Don't really have anything to trade yet. Letting this cloth go to waste here. Need to get Vaughn to join us. His resistance almost all the way down. I'm going to check it to recruit now. I think when you set it to recruit, they will immediately start trying to get the resistance down first. Used floors in this spot here. Here, we got an alert. His resistance has been broken by Philly. Recruitment attempts will begin. So now Philly's going to start trying to recruit Vaughn to our colony, which is great. We need another person. And I think we were happy with Vaughn's stats, too. Let's see if... what's her name's animal thing is up. It isn't yet. All right. Well, our guys are sleeping. I want to take a minute to start talking about restrict and zones, how they work. Under architect and under zone, you have this sort of expand allowed area, expand home area. These are different areas that the game uses to sort of control where your guys can do things and where they can go. For example, your home area, if I click expand home area, you can see anything that's in this color here. This is considered our home area. This matters for things like cleaning. When your guy is assigned to cleaning, they will clean any particular plot of land or buildable or room within the blue area. This also matters for fires too. So say for example, lightning strikes right here in this patch, not in the blue, and starts a little fire. Our guys aren't going to go put it out because it's not in the home area. So this is just something to sort of just keep in mind, to check on every once in a while. Sometimes it might expand the home area out just a little bit too far. You might want to shrink it or bring it back in. You can do that by selecting clear home area, and you can say, for example, just take this square out and not make it home area, or we can expand the home area and include this chunk here, which I think we'll do, and this chunk here too. So this might matter a little bit more when we start getting into wall building. By default, if you build a wall like this, it'll include the spots on either side of the wall as your home area. And if you're building a wall around your base, you don't want the part outside the wall to be considered part of your base. You don't want your guys to go outside the wall to clean or even do the fire stuff, because if you make a wall like 3 blocks thick, the fire won't spread to the other side. Fire only spreads within the 3-block zone, and it won't spread to stone type mats, surfaces, materials, whatever. So that's the home area. Expand allowed area. This just allows you to make a general area, and then under restrict, the areas that you have will show up here, and then you can say, okay, I only want this guy to be allowed to be in this area. So what I like to do, it starts off with this general area 1 area. So if we go to, let's just go to architect, expand allowed area, select area 1, and let's just see, it doesn't have anything set up for area 1 yet. But what I like to do is go to restrict, go to manage areas, and then that area 1, let's rename it. Let's call it inside. Click OK. You can even change the color if you want to. So let's go to close. So right now we have that area 1 is now called inside. If we go to architect, zone, expand allowed areas, and select that inside zone we have, we can now just paint this new area over our base, over our actual building rather. And then now, say for example there's a poisonous or a nuclear fallout or radiation or something like that that can poison the land. What we want to do is restrict our guys from going outside. So we can select inside. You can see if you hover over this area, it'll show you that area. So inside. So this means these 3 guys right now can only go inside. They will not go outside at all. We don't want that right now, so I'm going to put unrestricted, which just allows them to go anywhere they want. But it's just a way that you can use to restrict the movement. So sometimes there are those events that can, like a toxic fallout or pollution or things like that, and you might want to have all your people stay indoors. This is a good way to do that. Otherwise they're going to try to go outside. Also, this works for animals too, and we're going to use that in a little bit because by default your animals will eat your meals. We don't really want that. We want to make some kibble for them and have them only eat the kibble. So what I like to do first, we can do that right now. Let's go to zone. Let's pause the game. Make a small stockpile zone right here. Select it. Clear all. Under foods. There's kibble. Let's check kibble. Let's go into our freezer and uncheck kibble. So kibble is made at our wooden butcher table. So let's go to bills, add bill, make kibble. Let's start off with, I forget how much this actually makes, but let's just start off with 15. I think it's for every 1 kibble, it's like 5 or something like that. So let's start with 15. Do X times. Let's go do until you have. That's what we want. Let's set it to 15. Go to details. Pause it when satisfied, just like we did for the other meals. And we can unpause it when we have. I think it's just 1. We could probably take it to 0, but we'll just do that for now. Now, kibble, I believe it requires 1 sort of meat item and 1 sort of vegetable item. So they might not be able to make it at first. Let's get some. These berries are ready to harvest. Maybe they can use this to make the kibble. I think they will prioritize our standard meals. Got some berries out here just deteriorating. Too much work. Unpause. New recruit. We got it. Philly promised compassion to Vaughn and asked him to join. Vaughn has accepted and joined the community. Now we have Vaughn. Philly was able to successfully recruit him to our cause. So he's got shooting of 8. Philly's got 9. Fierce. Kaya's got 1. He's got the gun. Let's go to gear. Have Akaya drop the gun. Unpause it a little bit. There's the gun where Akaya dropped it. And let's now have Vaughn equip it. And Vaughn has a minor break risk. You can see that alert. That means if you go to needs, his mood has dropped down below this first notch. If it goes below this 1 notch, they get the minor break risk. And then there's the major break risk, and then an extreme break risk. And that all it does is just increase the odds that they will break, throw some sort of tantrum, something like that. Now, because he has a smokeleaf dependence, He regularly needs to consume the drug to avoid withdrawal symptoms. So right now, he's going through smokeleaf withdrawal. It's affecting his mood big time. The dude needs a joint. Stat. Of course, we don't have any smokeleaf that's grown yet. Only 35% grown, so he's probably going to have a little bit of a fit for now. But now that we've got a new guy on our team, it's good, like I mentioned, to always check in with the work tab. We want to set him to firefight as 1. He's no doctor. Let's just take a look at his bio. Shooting is a thing for him, so let's... he can hunt as well. Let's do that. Not a cook. Not a animal handler. His social is at a 7. This guy's at a 12, though. We can hunt. What about construction? He's got the little flame on construction. Let's put that at a 2. Mining at a 4. Guess he can put that at a 2 as well. Not a grower. Not a grower, but he's a shower. Hauling things. Let's put him on cleaning and hauling. We need haulers right now. A lot of shit's being left outside. These people have no appreciation for nice things. Party! Bon is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain recreation and social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. He's so happy that he's joined us. He's throwing a party. And you can see, better see the floor now. Things are starting to get dirty. That's why the guys need to clean. Oh, party's done already. Not enough weed, apparently, to go around. Still got the cloth just left outside. What are these guys doing? Let's check work again. Too many 1s. Well, we're not constructing anything here. Growing seems fine. Plant cut, not really doing that. Tailoring's at a 2. Should really be hauling. Kai is doing research at a research bench. Pierce is making meals. Let's hunt the raccoon. More berries. Lots of berries here we can harvest. Not really gonna have a problem with food. Gotta get some kibble made, though. For our little buddy. On pause. Still says permanent summer. It's gonna be like that in every season, which is nice. We probably don't need to worry about parkas at all. In fact, let's cancel that parka bill. Let's just make summer clothing. Dusters, cowboy hats. Let's make some pants to have. I'm going to kick these up to 4 because now we have 4 people. Okay, so we talked about zones, restrictions. Let's dive into these... slow it down a little bit. Dive into these. Oh, we got some kibble made. Okay. So we got the kibble made. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to animals. Animals have their own areas here. Let's go to zone. Go expand allowed area. Manage areas. Let's add a new area. Rename it. You can just call it animals if you want. Go to our animals tab. We can set it to animals. We can also make another one called animal inside for when we want to keep them inside. Our guy's a wolf though. He can kind of take care of himself, so I think we'll just have the one area for now. So expand allowed areas, animals. And I'm going to select everything here except our cooler. And what that will do is it'll prevent him from going in our cooler and eating our meals and other meat and food and things we have in there, and he will only be restricted to this area. Let's actually paint a little bit outside because we don't want him to just be confined indoors. So we'll give him just a little area outside for now, keep him kind of close to home. Expand it out a little bit here. Probably not going to roam this far anyway, but whatever. Give him a little space to move around. We'll cover our growing area since he'll eventually be able to haul and bring in our cloth, our food, stuff that we grow. So you can see now our... Let's clear... Just clear this. So now he can go anywhere except our cooler. Let's just double check that we make sure we have it set to animals, and we should see him leave the cooler here. There he goes. So our kibble bill. He's got 50 out of 15 right now. Let's just kick this up to 75, I think, for now. Let's adjust this. I think we set it to just stop at 1. So when you bump up the number here, it increases the unpause when satisfied. So let's just dump that back down to like 15. Our meal bill, you can see it's paused right now, so we hit that 35 mark and it's gone back, starting to drop down as our guys eat it. We can manually unpause it if we want, if we're like, shit, we need some food, stat. But we'll leave that. Have our guys collected all that steel we found yet? Not yet. Make sure we didn't restrict anyone inside. They're unrestricted. We got some cloth. I think we can build a billiard table. You know what we should do is we should build a hospital wing. Medical wing. Got these dead animal corpses in here that they brought them inside, rotting. These berries can we harvest? Kick the speed up a little bit. I think Vaughn was a night owl, right? Neurotic. Got a fast work speed, but he can break. Vaughn needs a joint ASAP. He's going to get the steel for us. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Vaughn. Thanking you, Vaughn. My viewers are gone again. Had a couple this time. Most activities on Rimworld for some reason, not Overwatch. No one wants to play. Wants to watch me play Overwatch, so that's probably because I suck. That's not true. I got a career win rate of over 50% with Mercy, so technically I should be climbing all the time. Here we go. These are ready to harvest. Here's another event called Rare Thrumbos. A small herd of rare Thrumbos have wandered into the area. Peaceful by nature, these rare creatures are extremely dangerous when confronted. Some traders are willing to pay a lot of money for their precious leather and horn. Thrumbos will leave the area in a few days. So here's the Thrumbo. It's just one for right now. They look kind of cool. Again, their hides are worth a lot of money. We're going to let him be for right now. Don't want to risk killing our dudes. We got Kibble. We checked off these things for our wolf because we wanted them to be trained in these various things. Once they have been trained in it, you'll see the check mark has the little circle behind it. So these haven't been done yet. Probably because Akaya is set to research. That's exactly why she's not doing it. Akaya is set to research priority 1, handle priority 2. She's never going to get to the mining or handling because her research is set to 1. Researched, finished, smithing. That's okay though, we want her to research right now. We'll address that in a minute. So smithing is done. Let's go to machining. I want to be able to get a gun turret set up. You know what? I'm going to kick up the handling to a 1 right now, just to get our wolf trained up a bit, get her skill up to 6 so we can recruit Kimmy. Kimmy seemed like a good person to have. How are we doing food-wise? 24 meals. Get the berries in here. We got kibble.